Good morning, everyone. It is the last week of our school getting information, and we are told also we are here to be entertained. What is the other one? Okay, to listen from the preaching. Today, let me give some information, some education. Praise the name of the Lord. From where we left last time, I want to share on an item here because we were looking at growing up from the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, and when we are 50 years old and above. When you are growing up above the age of 12 years old, you are recognized as young, growing adult. In another term, we call them adolescent. An adolescent, I said, goes up to a period of 23 years, even up to 25. Maturation or maturity for someone who is growing up shows up. The traits of puberty, the traits of adolescent shows up even when we are above 18 years. When we are no longer being called teenagers. A teenager is someone who is below 19 years old. Okay? Below 19 years old. So we have several teenagers here. Teenagers in the house. Praise the name of the Lord. There's no teenager in the house. Fathers in the house. Praise the name of the Lord. You have lied to me. Mothers in the house. Praise the name of the Lord. How many amens did I hear for mothers? My wife is not here. She could have shouted the highest. So I'm asking teenagers in the house, praise the name of the Lord. You are lying to me. You are lying to me. You know, we looked at generations. And the last time I stood here, we were looking at Generation Z. And all of you are in this Generation Z. The generation that is so much good at technology. Phone. Yesterday, I bypassed, almost knocked 3 students in front of my office because they are like this. They can't see me, but they are like this. I almost knocked, I'm the one who was dodging them. The other day, I was warming my car around the field, the way I do it, morning or evening when I'm not going out. I almost knocked one of the students on the street here. He's not getting out on the side. He is remaining in the middle because he is busy. So I am the one who got out, pushed the car to the edge, and left him still on. Generation Z is dangerous these days. They want to test everything. They want to do everything. So today I want us to look at who is an adult. This person that we are saying is growing up, young adult. Young, growing adult. And then the growing young adult. Growing adults are those who are above 20 years old. They extend up to 30 years and a little bit above. An adult is, I want to clarify, I want to describe an adult from the people side, not from the animal side or plant side. Who can be classified, who can be termed as an adult person? Someone who is an adult is someone who is showing up from the ages of adulthood. And we have said 12, others begin even at 9, 12, 13, because they are reaching the time of puberty, the time of reproduction, and goes on. An adult is defined as a person who has reached full physical, mental, emotional maturity, and who is legally recognized as an independent individual. That's an adult. Physically, you have reached maturity. Mentally, you have reached maturity. Emotionally, you have reached maturity. And you are seeking so hard to be independent. Now, many of these attributes that I've mentioned here, they are being forced to us, or we have forced them to us before time, or we are not recognizing that these things have happened to us, or they are happening to us. And many of us who have grown up and who are growing up, we are ignoring them. We don't want to do the necessary about our physical attribute, about our mental, about our emotional attribute of life. Many of us, we don't want to become independent. We want to be babysat. We don't want to grow up and leave. We want to remain there. We want to remain in our father's house. Many men today, when we were looking, the other time I was speaking, I said there are people who don't show up in their generation. And they don't do what is necessary in their generation. People who don't want to show independence. They don't want to grow up and get out. They want to remain there, being carried like babies. You remember when I was talking about babies? If you are in your father's house, you don't want to get out and go and rent your own house. You want to remain in your father's house until you get married in your father's house, until you bring your wife in your father's house. Is that Africanism? It should not be allowed. You should grow up and begin to work. And when immediately you begin to work, find a house and rent for yourself. Begin to live your own life. However much the money could be little, please get out and go to a bed-sitter house. Bed-sitter means the bed is here, the table is here, the door is here, and everything is within one room. Get out and start from the scratch. Many have been working for 20 years, for 15 years. They are not yet married, but they get out from their mother's house early in the morning, from their father's house early in the morning. I have been speaking here, and I've been talking about who taught us, who told me how to cook, who taught me how to wash clothes, who taught me how to tie my shoelaces. It is a shame that your father can be coming to tie your shoelaces up to today, meaning you're not independent. You can't solve your own problems, even the problem of another. Now, someone who is not growing up, you remain dormant, you remain down there. Even when you get married, we shall come to help you with your wife. When your wife is crying, no, when the baby is crying, the wife will start crying. And when you find your wife crying, you also start crying. You have not matured. Now, in most countries, the legal recognition of an adult is someone who has attained the age of majority. And this is typically 18 years in many of the countries. Someone who has reached 18 years is recognized as someone who has grown up. 18 years. We leave you. If you say, I don't want, you don't want and go away. If you say, don't disturb me, you say, don't disturb me, and you go with no disturbance. If you go to prison, you go to prison and we say, let him serve the sentence in the prison. He is a grown-up. He can speak for himself. But as long as he is below 18 years, he is a child. We can debate for him. Okay? And even if he is taken to prison, he is taken to the children's prison. He is not taken to the mature people's prisons. If you have disobeyed the laws of the land. Now, biologically, a person who has reached sexual maturity, someone who can reproduce, is termed as an adult. Someone who can reproduce. And I've said, even from the age of 12, the young growing adult, before even 18, you have or many reach the stage of reproduction. That's why we are talking here about sexual maturity. Sexually, you are mature. And I want them to say this very clearly and listen to me, everyone. Anyone who has attained biological definition of a person, I don't want to say an organism now. An organism can be even plants. Or animals. No, I want to talk about people. If you have reached the age of maturity, sexual maturity, then you should be very careful how you act with your sexuality. Are we together? You should understand. No one is saying yes. Are we together? Are you with me? You should understand very well that your sexuality means a lot. If you went and slept with someone and had sex with that person, you should think about the consequences of that. Somebody can become pregnant, or you can cause someone to be pregnant. If you are 12, if you are a teenager, you should think about that, so that you can bear the responsibility that comes with that. And no one thinks about that. No one thinks about, yes, someone can become pregnant. I can make someone pregnant. Am I ready? Where am I? I am in school. I don't have a house. Where can I keep her baby and the mother? Do I have a job? Can I support them? Would you think about those things? Legally, an adult is a person who has reached the age of 18, as I have just mentioned. Socially, an adult is often seen as someone who is, mark these things: 1, responsible; 2, independent; 3, capable of making their own decisions and taking care of themselves. The social definition, the social description of an adult, of someone who has grown up, is this. Now, what we see with our generations today, especially the young people being called the .com and the Generation Z, they don't show these attributes. They are not responsible. They are not independent. They are not capable of making their own decisions. Someone has to decide for you. You don't have the ability to say no. Everything for you is yes. Let's go and strike. Yes. Let's go and protest. Yes. Let's boycott food. Yes. Food has no sugar. Yes, it doesn't have sugar. What should we do? We pour it. Let us storm the house and beat the owner. We go and storm the house and beat the owner. Let's go and steal. Yes. That is the toilet. But you cannot choose the toilet. You can use the bush. You go to the bush. You can't make your own decision and say no. Dirty things. You will do dirty things. We are told, do not urinate here. For men who stand on the wall, who stand on the side of the road, okay, and they urinate on the side of the road, yet it is indicated there, do not throw your kasasiro, do not throw your dust here, do not defecate here, do not urinate here, fine 500,000. And all of a sudden you find men on the wall urinating there. And on the road, as you walk, you find they're just stopping. And why can't you enter in somebody's home and ask them, where is the bathroom? Can I use your bathroom? Go next to somebody's home. Someone responsible. In Uganda here, we are not responsible. And in countries where the responsibility is being enforced, countries like Rwanda, where you don't throw garbage anywhere. It will be enforced to you. You wait until we make the decision for you. Why can't you make the decision? When I finish taking my soda, I will not throw this bottle beside me, aside me, behind me. I will carry my bottle. There is a dustbin somewhere. I will put it there. When I finish removing the switch from the paper, that I will put that paper of my switch in my pocket until I reach home. I will remove the paper I put in the right place. But when we walk, that's why we clean Central every end of the month. A lot of papers. Men and women are not responsible. They are recognized as adults, but they are not adults yet. Socially, they have a disorder. They are disorderly. They are not organized. They cannot decide for themselves. We are taught in class. This is how to pass the exam. This is how to revise. Those who are learning computer, you are told, click here. But you don't want to click here. You say, what about if I click here? What will happen? So you click also here. That is it. I had to be very careful when I was learning how to drive. But with the carefulness that I had, I knocked several times. I knocked. And even now I am learning. I'm still knocking. I'm careful. Now my son, when he goes to my car, for him, you want to test everything. You want to place this, you want to place this, you want to place this. Many times he places where he doesn't know. And then the car is making some funny noise. I don't know where the noise is coming from. We try to find out where is the noise coming from. We cannot find, he cannot remember where he placed. He placed this button. He cannot remember which button he placed. We want to test everything. And testing everything is bringing a lot of trouble. Let's help ourselves. Do not go where you are not supposed to. Follow the teachings. Follow the instructions that you are given. Please, I'm begging you, everyone, follow the instruction of your instructor. Follow the instructions of your parents. Are we together? It will help, and it will help us. Taking care of ourselves. I talked about the other day, how do we handle ourselves? How do you put on your shirt? Taking care of yourself. I talked the other day about the importance of having a belt. Yes or no? Did I? Huh? Did I not mention here about having a belt? Can I check? Men who are here, can you stand up? Do you have a belt? Did you listen to me? Everyone has a belt? If you don't have a belt, can you stand up? I want to check right now. Stand up, men. Thank you. Take care of yourself. Man, someone who can take care of himself. I said, should I go further? Because I don't want to shame us. But we should be responsible. We should be people who should take care. If this is a church, it is a church. Under it like a church. If this is a chapel, under it like chapel. If this is a classroom, under it like classroom. When you go to the dining, that's the dining. When you go to the sleeping place, that's not the place for noise. When we are told in the library, no talking in the library, do that. Every day announcement is being made here. Do not make phone calls in the library. Are we children up below 18? I said, who is below 18 here? No one said yes, but if they are there, you are lying to yourself. This includes having a sense of self-control, empathy, and ability to handle pressure. Let me deal with this only, self-control. Many of us, we do not control ourselves. We don't control ourselves to what we shall eat. We don't control ourselves to what we shall see. We don't control ourselves to what we shall touch. We don't control ourselves to where we shall put our legs and walk. We don't control our emotions. We don't control our minds and thinking patterns. We are there, being controlled by what? What drives you? What moves you? car is moved by diesel. Not petrol. If I put petrol in my car, what will happen? What controls you? Ask yourself, what controls me? If salvation controls me, do I follow the rules of salvation? If I know God, do I follow the rules of the Holy Spirit who controls me? If we have rules at home and at school to control us, do they guide us? Self-control, patience, forgiveness, and others. Do we have them? Or we burst in hunger? And you hear someone saying, shame on you. You hear someone saying, kumanyoko. You hear someone calling the baby, you are like your father. Toka hapa mbwa wewe. That is in Swahili. Go away, you dog. How do you control yourself? To nasty words that you burst out. I've talked about teenage life. Let me mention something small about the teenage life and the young people in the world of sex. The activity of overriding importance involves around the first serious attempt of having a boyfriend, having a relationship. It matters so much for someone who is growing up. We want to have someone to relate with. I want to have a girlfriend. Yes, that attraction is very positive, and bear with me because I know many of us, we want to be attracted. We are sexually alive. And we want to be there. Some of us, we make it fun, fantasy. We don't think about it. We don't ask ourselves questions, the way I've just mentioned. Before someone becomes sexually active, they need to ask themselves these questions. An adult, a teenager, or even a growing adult. Ask yourself whether if I engage myself in this activity of sex, where will it lead me? Ask yourself, am I following my proper decision, or I am being pushed by my partners, or I am following my body? My body is feeling sexual, and feeling sexual is normal. If you don't feel sexual, if you are not sexually active, then you are abnormal. Do you have people here who are abnormal? All of us, we are sexually active, yes or no? But how do you deal with that electricity, that power, that chemistry that comes? It matters a lot. And I said before, if you don't have it, die. We shall give you a decent burial. And we shall write the history that he died because of not having sex. History will be written. Ask yourself, is my body ready? Am I ready? Do I respect my partner's goals? Or do I trust my partner? Respect another person's goal. Today, we don't respect that someone is in school. We want to go out with them. We don't respect that they will just get out of school, blah, blah. Anything. Is it comfortable with me? That's another one. Am I comfortable saying no? Am I comfortable saying yes? Is it the right time for me to say no? Is it the right time for me to say yes? Even when it is the last minute, please say no. Where it is a no. Even if it is the last moment, please say yes where it is supposed to be a yes. Do not contradict yourself. And in this area, I have just mentioned about becoming pregnant. Ask yourself, am I comfortable being a father? Am I comfortable being a mother? Is it the right time? Ask yourself, is it the right time for me to be called a mother? Many people say much about their sexuality and what it means. And many have their own reasons for what they do. Someone may say, it makes me feel sweet. It makes me feel lovable. It makes me feel an adult. I'm grown up. Many are in intense pressure by others. Do not allow to be put on pressure. Escape from right pressure or an opportunity to test your biological equipment. Do not go to test your biological equipment. Many have said, let me test. How shall I know that she can produce? How shall I know that he can make someone produce or produce a baby? Let me go and test my engine. This is not a car where you put a key and you say, tick, 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 tick. It is not working, and you return. Tick, 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 tick. It is not working. Please do not test your biological equipment until it is the right time. Stop. I talked about holiness. Do you remember? I talked about purity. Do you remember? Did I mention it? I don't want to repeat. Remain virgin. Do we find virgin boys today? Do we find girls are the ones who are virgins? But men, it's called penitent. Men who have never had sex. Okay? Can we find them getting married when they have never had sex? They will say, who will teach me? How shall I know? Who told you that God will not teach you in his own way? Hallelujah. This is great here. I use useful as a tool for better to obtain money and material goods. Today we are after money. We are after receiving material goods. And that's why we are learning to what we are learning to. And that's why we are making decisions that are not right. That's why we are doing things that are not right. Because it's after money. And we want material. I'll buy you a phone. I'll buy you a computer. I'll take you to Zanzibar. I'll take you to Dubai. I'll buy you a car. When I marry you, I'll build you a house. Of course, they will build you a house. But you'll be a mother of? You'll be the second wife. You'll be the third wife. Did you want that? I did not have anyone to teach me to respect myself. I did not have anyone to teach me to respect my body. This is what I say. Nobody told us. You remember? I did not have anyone to. I am here to tell you openly here now today. I thank God I was given this chance today. It was not on the program. And now I was able to finish this semester before almost all of us go. I had my brother who could watch it from TV. I had my sister who was doing it. My auntie has been doing it. My uncle has been in it. So, from the TV, from wherever we go, they have been doing it, nothing happened to them, they have not died, they didn't catch HIV/AIDS, no, they are still surviving, so there is no problem with this. So we can do it in our family. This is how we do it. This is how things are done. Who told you? Stupid. Shame on you. Who told you? Let me tell you, many have died. I said I served in Makerere University with the students there for many years, for more than 10 years. I served as a pastor there in one of the churches in Kampala, in Akurabi, and the outskirts of Makerere University, Wandegea, Boise, everywhere. Let me tell you, there are students who come from senior seats to join university when they are virgins, when they are pure, when they are very innocent. Let me tell you, their innocence is stolen the first day they step at the university. Their death sentence is registered the first week they come to the university. And we warned the many, we walked with the many, and we told them, please don't do this, don't do this. And those who did not listen, let me say, we buried many before they finished university. Many have gotten frustrated because they got children and they could not go back to Rwanda, they can't go back to Kenya, they can't go back to Tanzania, they can't go back to their village. They are within Kampala here struggling. Many of them, I know them. And they are struggling. They did not listen. They did not have someone to talk to or even to ask for advice. They were going for every disco. Everyone is doing it. Also me, let me go and do it. I was taught that women are good for sex and that being beautiful is extremely important. Others take their beauty, their handsomeness as very important. Others say I have enough money with me. Money being supplied to me by who? By your uncle, by your sponsor outside. My father is rich. My father is an MP. My father is an accountant. Don't do some of these things, they will kill you. Let me end here because I cannot continue. We shall deal with this next semester. They use their money. They use sex and use you. They use them to make you feel loved, feel wanted, even if it's just for 1 minute. Someone will pay 5 million Ugandan shillings to sleep with you for only 10 minutes. And you know what he has done? That person has given you HIV/AIDS. With that one promise. So parents, it's very natural for us to be very concerned about our teenagers, about our young people, about the experiences, the choices, especially when it comes to sex. And as they grow up as our children, we should feel and we should go closer to them to help them at every age as they are growing up. As parents, as people who understand Christianity, as people who understand salvation, find someone to help. Find somewhere to be helped. If you need help, go to someone for help. Help someone. If we know this is wrong, let's not encourage another person to do the wrong. Even if you are doing it in the light, doesn't mean that you do it only in the darkness. Parents, It is essential to have open conversations about important issues of people, about values, about setting boundaries. The other day I talked about boundaries. When it comes to sex, when it comes to who should I relate with, when it comes to schoolwork, can we help the young people, the growing adults, the teenagers to understand their worth? That they will not be tied up on numbers or numerous things that will throw them to hell. Teach them to have a sense of self-worth, respect for one another, and that they may understand the importance of having healthy relationships. Healthy relationships at work, healthy relationships at school, healthy relationships everywhere. My son has just joined Senior 1, and in his class of Senior 1, now they call him Pastor. Because for them, many of them are now the boyfriending and the girlfriending, and the others are doing other things. And he's telling them, and he's telling them, and he's telling them. Whatever he's telling them, now they are calling him Pastor. Can you be a pastor? Can you be a pastor to your friend? Amen? Can you be a pastor to a girl? Let me end with this. Can I trust you with my girls? Boys, gentlemen, men, even married men, can I trust you with my girls for one night to go for mission, to remain in the house alone? Can I trust you? Girls, can I trust you with my boys? Where are girls? You will not seduce them? Can I trust you with my boys? Girls are also dangerous. Oh, yes. I am serious, and this is what I should tell you. Many who are waiting, they stand here, and I give the Bible reading because I carry the Bible. No, my sharing today was not from that angle. It was from the seminar, workshop. We have learned, and we shall learn more. When we go there, let's look for people to tell them, that's a long way, please, don't do it. This is the right way. Openly. If you have someone, I am very proud of the people I have told. The people I told when they were in Senior 6. I mentioned here one of the very prominent singers here in Uganda, in Kampala, is Wilson Bugembe. When Wilson Bugembe was in Senior 4 at Makerere High, I was ministering in Makerere compound. And I was doing my degree program at Makerere in glad tidings. And we could go to visit their school. And the boy finished, and he said to me, I'm not going to the university. I want to preach the gospel, because he was a preacher of the gospel. And we could preach to them, and we could tell them, you don't, you follow this, you follow. They followed the right way. I am proud of Wilson Bugembe today because I understood. I ministered before him as a student when he was there listening from me. Today, here in Kampala, I have many people I look at and I say, Yes, you sat under my teaching. So today, me, who taught all those prominent pastors everywhere, and at Makerere, who are now prominent MPs and whatever, now I become the one who will do the contrary. Shame on me. I'll look a stupid animal, not a person. People are turning the other way. If they know how to do good, if they knew how to do good, it is reaching a time when they cannot have self-control, and then they start doing other things that are very contrary to their faith, to what they have ever believed. God forbade me. I will not do it. I will work hard and ask the Holy Spirit, please, don't allow me. Better you drop me there, I die there, instead of me going to do that thing. Holy Spirit of the living God, stop me. Yeah, stop me from doing it. Ask God to do some of those things to you. God, don't allow me to enter that house. Don't allow me to speak to this girl like this. Don't allow me to speak to this boy like this. Oh, help me to stay a distance. Help me to say, please, this boundary, don't come closer. Don't touch me. Don't hug me. Don't. Are we together? You will live a life that you will ever appreciate in life. Are we together? Thank you so much for coming today. We shall meet next time, and we shall share more as the Lord will guide us. Presider, please, may you come and finish our session for today. Thank you.